What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Power of the Prime's Dinobot Sludge. This is from Wave 2 of the Deluxe class figures from Power of the Primes. And I gotta say, it's a pretty decent looking Sludge. Now, I'm concerned his dinosaur mode is going to be super small, just because it is a deluxe size robot. But, you know, that's something we've experienced with Sludge before. Interestingly enough, it looks like, at least off the start here, that he's got a whole bunch of 5mm ports on his body. That may be incorrect. They may be smaller, and they just kind of made extra holes to save plastic, but I don't know. It looks like he's got at least a couple on there, so that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully that does work out that way. He's got his blaster, and just an overall decent looking appearance. On the back, or on the side here, you can see a blurb of Volcanicus, or an image, I should say. And it says, "How will a Decepticon stomping Dinobot wield the power of the Primes?" And he does like to stomp, I guess. Yay! So it shows him, of course, with the Prime armor that you can attach to his chest in robot mode, or on his back in dinosaur mode, which actually doesn't seem like that terrible, especially if you can attach some weapons to it. That could work out. A lot of clear parts, which actually do look present on the figure itself. It looks like he's got clear legs there, which is a little strange. Transforms in 20 steps, and of course it shows him here with the rest of the Prime Masters. So that's really all there is to say about this guy in the package. Let's get him out and check him out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we have Dinobot Sludge, and we're going to take a look at his collector card here. Very nice artwork on the front. And on the back we have Alchemist Sludge instantly knows the pressure required to flatten Decepticons. Alright, sure, that's fine. Yeah, so you got that, and it's a thing, it exists. And you also get the Prime armor slash hand of doom thing. So you got that going on. There's a spot for a Prime Master right there. You get a little clear cover, which is nice, I suppose. And yeah, you get the old hand thing. Anyway, you also get a little blaster for Sludge here, so you can, you know, when he's not calculating exactly how to flatten Decepticons, he can, I guess, fire at them. And we have Sludge himself here. Pretty okay dinosaur mode. Probably one of the weakest of all of the Dinobot designs that we've gotten here. But they do some things right, like these nice printed details. Again, I don't understand why we can get nice printed bits on the deluxe class figures, but we get stickers on the Voiders. It seems a little crazy to me. He's got an Autobot symbol right there, another one right there, and no other real tampos, other than, you know, just the gold paint that he's got all over his eyes. He's got his mouth that opens and closes just a little bit, just that much. There you go. He's got a peg hole under his chin, so he can technically hold his gun under his head, which is a little strange, but I guess it works. It's very like Dino Riders or Zoidsy, I suppose. And as far as articulation goes in dinosaur mode, his legs can move forward and back. He does have an elbow joint there. Although you can see his legs have actually like a little cutout here in the arm that rests right on this little piece here. So it rests just like that. So it's meant to kind of go there, and the leg also kind of has a natural resting position, just to kind of tell you where everything is meant to go in Dino mode. And it's a little weird. He's very, very squatty, and very, I don't know, he feels very small for a deluxe class, well, Apatosaurus basically. But you know, it is what it is. They had to keep them all within a size class because he does have to turn into a limb at the end of the day, and he has to be able to do the Scramble City style of turning into a limb, so there's only so much you can do with that, I guess. But anyway, transformation is pretty simple. What we're going to do is very similar to Slug. We're going to go ahead and lift the tail, or bring the tail back rather, and we're just going to leave these sections here for now. We're going to go ahead and swing the legs back, and there's a little, hard to see because it's clear plastic, there's a little tab there that's going to just pop right into that. But I'm not sure if we can actually do that yet, because we got to get these tail bits out of the way. So let's go ahead, swing this whole section back here, split this in half, and move the tail sections out of the way. And then we're going to go ahead and bring this back and down, just like on Slug. We also want to bring the heels down, so we're going to bring those down just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and swing the leg up till it clips into that little slot, just like we saw before, and then bring the tail bit down, and that's going to form our leg. And the tail, the tip of the tail is going to come down a little bit past this foot. You can see it's not quite level, so it is going to just help to give it a little bit more stability on the back of the foot there. This is going to come out and then down, just like we did before. Swing this back, bring this down so we can get the heel out, hook that in, and then bring that bring the tail piece down like so. And then those are the legs done. And if you want to, right now, you can go ahead and also swing this right around to the front. This is going to be the front of our robot mode. Next, we can go ahead and just pull this section up. This bit here is meant to open up when you're putting it into dinosaur mode, so it can cover up the head. When you're pulling it out, it doesn't really have to do anything. So we're going to swing this back around, and then we're going to go ahead and twist the dino mode head here, and it's just going to go into this little cavity right on his back, just like that. We're going to swing the forearms around and then bring these fists out, just like that. Do the same on the other side, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and lift this up, his arms up, so we can get his little panels out and back. And there we have Sludge in robot mode. Alright, so Sludge in robot mode, let's compare him size-wise to Snarl. And you can see that Snarl is actually maybe not taller, but just looks bigger, which I think is a real shame, because Sludge is supposed to be, like, mass-wise the largest of the Dinobots, and he honestly feels almost like the second smallest after Swoop, which is not how that's supposed to go down, I'm pretty sure. But, I mean, other than that, it's a nice little version of Sludge. He's got a, I think it's technically a ball-jointed head, but his head is such a big bucket that you can really only swivel it side to side. Oh, and it is actually, it's not a ball joint. It's actually on a mushroom peg, which is interesting. I didn't notice that before. So he does have that going on. He does have ball-jointed shoulders, which gives you a good range of motion for that. He does have a bicep swivel, and that really, really wide range of motion for an elbow joint, so he can actually bend his elbow back if you wanted to, which is fine. He does have a waist swivel. We already saw that. Ball-jointed hips, which are limited outward, but he does have the thigh swivel, and a decent, not quite 90-degree knee bend, which I guess he doesn't really need too much, because he is just tromping around on things. You can position the wings however you like. but they do have a stopping point. They only go back this far. They got a little bit that would probably be very easy to shave off if you wanted to put these back farther, but he does have that going on. And they can also hold his weapon if you wanted to store that on his back while not in use, or he can hold it in his hand, whatever makes you happy. You can also plug it onto his forearm should you so desire. And of course he can hold his prime armor on his chest. He's got just a little plug right there. You just plug it in, and now he's prime armored up for, you know, adventure. And of course you can also plug that onto his forearm, and it looks pretty good on him, and I think it kind of works that he would have like this big sort of power fist thing going on. Let's turn these around, make it look like kind of a clamp to hold it onto his arm or something like that. So he's got that going on. Yeah, I mean, overall, probably my least favorite of the Dinobots from Power of the Primes, to be honest with you. I don't like how low his wings sit. I know that's, I guess, sort of accurate, but it doesn't do anything for me. I would have liked a way to angle them up, maybe get them kind of off of his lower back. Just looks a little weird, and he does look a little thin and a little short as compared to the rest of his Dinobot crew. But overall, I mean, it is a decent figure on its own. It's a dinosaur, which automatically gives it points in my book, and it's easy to transform and fun to mess around with. So I understand they had to make concessions to make it transform into limbs, you know, like all of them. So you got to allow for that sort of a thing, and just understand, you know, the gimmick is the point of the line, so you got to just, I guess, suck it up and deal with it. But in the meantime, that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It will help me out immensely. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and if you're interested, please consider joining my Patreon. I'm going to be back with you soon with more Transformers, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.